With great love and respect in my heart, I welcome you to this beautiful Sunday morning from Upasana. It's so nice to see all the familiar faces sitting in front of me. My heart reaches out to you. There is a beautiful saying in Hindi, Sab din hot na ek samana. All the days of one's life are never the same. Being in this human body, ups and downs are bound to happen. Life will go through its phases. Just like this morning, I woke up, the sun was shining. It was coming through the trees, and I felt it's going to be a wonderful sunny day at Upasana. Lo and behold, in 10 minutes, fog started rolling in, and it all got dark. So we have some ideas and expectations, and our mind psychs up into that, but something else happens. I could sit here and complain, or just know the sun is there, it's shining, fog will go out. And if you look at from a different perspective, fog is beautiful. Things are the way they are, what they are. It's how we look at them. Things that we are complaining about, maybe we find a way to appreciate what it is. We experience disappointment because of the attachment to certain ideas, certain aspects, certain aspects of life. As we go through this journey of the body, if we sit there and always stay unhappy, that wow, when I was 30, I used to be this way, and now I'm feeling this, and everything is complaining. If I stay in that mode, comparing to how I used to be 30 years ago, I'll be miserable. We have to find a way to appreciate where we are. And it is because of this, for example, in India, we have 4 ashrams of life, 4 stages of life. For example, given the life is 100 years, nowadays it's 120, I was told. So that changes. Looking at that in 4 different parts. The initial first is called Brahmacharya ashram. The first phase of life is about learning Brahmacharya, our movement towards the divine, learning how to live, how to be, how to think, how to act, how to engage in the world, so I could stay connected with my higher self. Brahmacharya, acharana, ways to live in a divine way. Second ashram of life, Grihastha, householder life. So whatever I have learned in the first phase of life, we apply that into living in the world in a right way. Householder life, this phase is about engaging in the world in a meaningful way, providing for our family, raising a family, educating children, guiding them, setting them free to stand on their own feet. And also, go for your name, fame, fortune, whatever you are inspired by. There comes third phase, Vanaprastha, towards the forest. Towards the forest. Children have left the coop. I see many people in the ashram, they are in that phase. Children have moved on to college, and now here the two are there. And now looking for meaningfulness of life. What to do? There is still some vitality in life. They can, if not aware of this setup, this four ashram of life, they're still, they stay in the second phase, householder phase, and keep comparing the way things used to be when the kids were here and we had all this and now what to do. It's a different phase of life. And the fourth is sannyas, means renunciation. So Brahmacharya, the phase of learning, householder, phase of engaging, Vanaprastha, phase of detaching, little bit. And the fourth one is the phase of complete detachment. Now, this is also the journey of our body, if you look at it. The first 25 years, you are just learning, applying everything. When you are a little child, you touch it, taste it, smell it. We start learning from there. We learn about the world through our senses and our faculties, our mind. We go to school, college, get a degree, acquire some knowledge that can be applied into the world to provide a meaningful life. And we have, in the second phase, we do that. '50, no matter how hard you try, that energy, that vitality that's going like this, then plateaus and maybe dips. We keep trying, but the body starts needing more care. And then turn 75 and 80, all the senses that we were driven by, nice things to see, nice things to eat, nice things to touch, taste, even those faculties start giving up. You stop hearing, tooth falls out, see, see less, and just all, even these start giving up. And then you go into the fourth state, you are left alone to your own devices. And if we start comparing, oh, I used to be like this in that, we are always miserable. So this is why we have to really clearly understand what is the dharma of each phase of life. Dharma changes. Dharma means what is the predominant duty. In Brahmacharya, the dharma is to acquire knowledge. In householder phase, the dharma is to apply it fully. In third phase, start detaching a little bit towards the forest. Up until now, up until when you were in the householder life, you were facing this way, going for name, fame, fortune, raising family, making sacrifices of your own desires sometimes for the betterment of the family. But in Vanaprastha, you turn this way. You start facing towards the forest, things that used to excite you, things that used to grab you. You begin to leave that behind. So dharma of the second phase we all know. It's the third phase that most people are confused about because there is still some vitality and they just keep doing the same thing that they have been doing and find meaningfulness of life, find joy in that. But you are in the third phase. The dharma of the third phase is swadhyay and paropkar, studying the self, knowing more about yourself, and service, selfless service in the world. These two things become more important in third phase of life. When we were busy in the householder life, we didn't have much time to engage in our spiritual life, or we even did not do much. We had no time to do selfless service out there in the world. We were totally consumed by me and mine. But in third phase of life, the dharma is to find a way to be of service somewhere, some way. And also pursue the passions that were neglected in the second phase of life. Some people wanted to play music, paint, travel, go for walks in nature, whatever that you sacrificed because you're too busy. Third phase of life is about that, giving time to those passions, engaging in things that nourishes your soul. If not careful, you say, well, I can still make a little money. I still got all these ideas. If I'm retired, but I can still do consultancy. So you are still doing the same thing. The focus is not on making more. The focus is on whatever you have acquired up until now. Find a way to be content with it, live with less, not live in fear of not having enough. Whatever is there, you'll manage. People do manage with less. And also in this third phase, to develop that ability within so that in the fourth phase of life, you can be by yourself. The dharma of the fourth phase of life is to not have any expectation from anybody in the world. The world cannot give you anything that you already don't have. If you don't know how to be by yourself in that phase of life, you become clingy. you start expecting from your children, grandchildren, you become unhappy that they are not here, they are not calling me. Oh, they got their own life, they are busy. They will never fulfill all that expectation that you think they should be giving to you. You compare when you were a child, I used to give you so much time, now I need you, now why don't you? And I have seen this. I have seen many grandparents coming and being unhappy. But the children are in their different phase of life. They are engaging, they are learning, they are busy. I'm not saying they shouldn't call you, they should call you. They should check in with you, but you should also have this understanding that they are in a different phase of their life. And in the fourth phase of life, I see people say, I go for a walk, I go dancing, I play music, and I do this exercise, and that's how I stay connected. What if none of those things are available? You're just laying flat in the bed. Can you be there comfortable without a TV? Can you be all by yourself, left to your own devices without anything from outside? What if you can't see, you can't hear? What are you going to do? So this is where our spiritual practice, our meditation comes in handy. Sometimes the little meditation may sound like, oh, it's such a meaningless thing. I don't have time for this. It does have its purpose even now, but it may not look as important, but actually it prepares us slowly, slowly, steadily. The idea is how to be by myself without feeling graspy, without feeling always I need something to hold on to. Baba used to say, Apani Sharan Jana. Go under your own shelter, go under your own protection. There is nothing out there being dependent on the other. We learn how to be independent. That is the fourth ashram of life. All the days of life are never going to be the same. Ups and downs are bound to happen. And it is only our connection with ourselves that enables us to go through it all. Just like the sun is shining, I know the fog has rolled in, it will pass. Having a spiritual practice, connecting with it daily, keeps us in the remembrance that there is an aspect of my life that has nothing to do with this world. Nothing. It's always there, shining in its fullness. Clouds have rolled in, fog has rolled in, it may be raining. Maybe it will rain for a whole week, it can get very depressing. But if I think just even for a moment, these are clouds, they will rain for a while, then the sun will shine. That gives us hope to keep going. So today's satsang is all about looking at ourselves, which phase of life I am in, What is my dharma of this phase of life? Am I being true to that dharma? We had a beautiful retreat here, beautiful group of people sitting here right around me. And the focus of the retreat was 5 elements: earth, water, air, fire, and space. I'm not going in the detail of the 5 elements, but Upasana is such a beautiful sanctuary where all these 5 elements are just so much alive, and it's a beautiful work, beautiful place. We have a long day ahead, so I just wanted to greet you today and share whatever came in my mind. Hopefully there was something for you to reflect on. As you know, I always speak about the importance of your daily practice, whatever it is, how simple it is. If the mind is saying, I'm too busy, I'm too distracted, I have no time for this, the truth is there is nothing more important than touching base with your daily practice every day. Keep it simple, keep it steady, keep it growing. Once walking on an auspicious path, sitting down makes the journey longer. So while you have time and the body is good and fine, it's really time to keep your practice alive. Thank you all for being here, and I will greet you next week.